Good morning, children. Welcome to Maths IIT of Day 3. In last class, we have discussed about the operations of polynomials. In that, the first operation is addition, second one is subtraction, third one is multiplication. Again, in multiplication, we have discussed about monomial multiplication, monomial with a monomial multiplication, binomial with monomial, and binomial with a binomial or a polynomial. Now, in this class, we are going to discuss the topic division of polynomials. So here, division of polynomials, the first is dividing a polynomial with a monomial. The next one is dividing a polynomial with a binomial or trinomial or polynomial. So in this first one is polynomial with a monomial. Total polynomial I'm going to take and I'm going to divide each term of the polynomial with a monomial. Just like a normal division we are going to do. Whereas in polynomial with a binomial or a trinomial, so we'll go for a long division method or Horner's rule. So what is Horner's rule and what is long division method we will discuss. Children, so we will discuss the division of polynomials with a binomial or a trinomial or a polynomial. In this case, we need to factorize the dividend and the divisor. We have to divide. Then, so here I am taking an example. Divide 4x square plus 7x minus 15 by x plus 3. So here I am going to factorize the dividend. This is called as the dividend, that is 4x square plus 7x plus minus 15, and divisor is x plus 3. So first I am going to factorize this 4x square plus 7x minus 15. So after doing factorization, I am going to get the factors are 4x minus 5 and x plus 3. Now I am going to divide 4x minus 5 into x plus 3 by x plus 3. So x plus 3 cancel. Then I am going to get 4x minus 5. So in this case, if the remainder is 0, this factorization can be done. If the remainder is not 0, then we have to divide the total polynomial by the long division method. Here, if remainder is equal to 0, then we will go for the factorization method. If remainder is not equal to 0, then one more method is there, that is long division method. Children, this is going to be very important even in your further classes. Children, long division, in this first step we need to arrange, step number 1, we need to arrange the dividend and divisor in descending order of degree of the variable, that is I am going to take here x. The next step number 2, after arranging them in order, then we will do divide the first term of dividend with the first term of the divisor. Then after dividing, we are going to get the quotient. In step 3, the obtained quotient is multiplied to the divisor and the product obtained is subtracted from the dividend. Next step, fourth step, the remainder obtained is the new dividend. And the next step, we will continue the process till we obtain remainder 0 or the degree less than the divisor. By using these steps, we will solve the problem. Children, this one you have to write in your books. Children, I am taking the example. Divide 27x cube minus 81x square plus 23 plus 45x by x minus 2. So our first step is arrange them in. So here 27x cube minus 81x square plus 23 plus 45x is the dividend and x minus 2 is the divisor. First step is arrange the dividend and divisor in descending order of degree x. So first I am arranging them. 27x cube minus 81x square plus 23. So here 81x square, the next term is after x square, then I am going to get x term, that is 45x, the last is 23 and the divisor is x minus 2 as it is. Now I am going to do the division. Writing in division form, 27x cube minus 81x square plus 45x plus 23 should be divided with x minus 2. The next step is the first term of the dividend. This is the first term. The first term of the dividend should be divided by the first term of the divisor. I am dividing it. So x square. The answer is 27x square. This is going to be the quotient here. This 27x square should be multiplied to x minus 2. 27x square into x minus 2 is 27x cube, minus into plus is plus, 27 2s are 54x square. So change the symbols because we need to do the subtraction. There is a third step. I am doing subtraction. So this 27x cube is going to be cancelled. 81 minus 81 x square. Wait here. Here it is minus into minus, minus into plus is minus, so it is plus. 81 minus 54 is how much? 81 minus 54. So do the subtraction here. 11 minus 4 is 7. 6 minus 5. Sorry, 7 minus 5 is 2. 27. So this is, here greater symbol is minus 81. So the answer will be minus 27x square and drop this 45x plus 45x. Now this is going to be the new dividend. Again this new dividend should be divided with the first term of the divisor, 27x square by x. So that will be Here minus is there, same minus, that will be minus 27x. Now here minus 27x. This minus 27x should be multiplied to the divisor here. Plus into minus is minus 27x square. Minus into minus is plus 27 2s are 54x. Now change the symbols, plus minus. So this will be cancelled. 45 minus 54 is 9. And x. Now drop the 23. Here see, minus symbol is minus 54 is greater, so I am taking minus symbol and drop 23 plus 23. Now same again the new dividend. They continue the process. Minus 9x by x. So this is a fraction, I am going to get minus 9. Minus 9. Then multiply minus 9 into x is minus 9x. Minus into minus is plus 9 2s are 18. So plus minus cancel. 23 minus 18 is 5. So here the remainder is 5. This degree is less than the divisor degree. So this is the method how we are going to do the division. Children, I am going to take one more example. Divide 2x cube plus 4x minus 15 plus 9x by 2x plus 5. So first I am going to arrange the divisor and the dividend in the descending order of degree x, that is 2x cube. Next x square term is 9x square. This is plus 9x square plus 4x minus 15. The divisor is 2x plus 5. It is no need to change because it is in order. Now the first step is completed. Second step, the first term of the dividend should be multiplied with the first term of the divisor. So 2x. So answer will be x and x square here. So 2x cube, x square into 2x is 2x cube plus 5x square. Do the subtraction. 9 minus 5 is 4x square. Now drop the next term, that is 4x. Now this is got a new dividend. So this new dividend should be divided with the first term of the divisor. 4x square divided by 2x. So x gone, one more x is there, 2 1s are 2 2s are. The answer will be 2x, that is plus 2x. So plus 2x into plus 2x is 4x square, plus into plus is plus, 2 5s are 10x. Change symbols minus, I am doing subtraction here. 4 minus 10 is minus 6x and drop the last one is minus 15. Now again this is going to the new dividend. Minus 6x should be divided with the 2x, that is first term of the dividend and first term of the divisor should be divided. So x gone, 2 1s are 2 3s are. The answer will be minus 3. Minus 3 into the total term of the divisor. Minus into plus is minus 6x minus 15. Now change the symbols, plus. This total will be cancelled. The remainder is 0. So these are the examples I have given. Children, the next method I am going to take Horner's synthetic division method. So this was given by William George Horner. William George Horner in the year 1819 to divide the polynomial. So on his name only the division of this is given as Horner's method of synthetic division or Horner's synthetic division method. So here we are going to take only the literal numerical coefficients and then we are going to divide. So by taking an example, I am going to do the division. The first example here I am taking divide 27x cube minus 81x square plus 45x plus 23 by x minus 2. So here the first step is write the coefficients of the dividend in descending order of x, and if any term is missing we need to place the 0. So first is arrange in descending order. and if any term is missing, we need to write. So here first I am arranging. So here already it is there, x cube, x square, x and 0. So I am taking only the numerical coefficients, 27 minus 81, 45 and 23. So here this x minus 2, I am taking it is equal to 0, then automatically x equal to 2. So here I am writing x equal to 2. So here nothing term is missing, so as it is I am placing. So here the next step is place the 0 to the left side and do the addition, that is 27 plus 0 is 27. Okay. Now the second step is bring down the leading, step 2, bring down the leading coefficient of the dividend. That is 27 and multiply with the divisor, that is x equal to 2. So this 27 should be multiplied to 2. 27 into 2 is 54, both are positive, hence the value will be positive. Now simply add these two. Minus 81 plus 54, I am going to get minus 27. Then continue the process. Third step is continue the process. So I am continuing here. 20 minus into plus is minus, 27 2s are 54. Then add. Then I am going to get minus 9. Then minus into minus 9 2s are 18. Then I am going to get the value here 5. So this 5 is the remainder. So I am taking one more example. Taking one more example, that is 2x cube plus 9x square plus 4x minus 15 by 2x plus 5. So already these are in descending order. So before that I am going to simplify this divisor. I am thinking that 2x plus 5 equal to 0, then 2x equal to minus 5, x is equal to minus 5 by 2. Now I am arranging them in order: 2, 9, 4, minus 15. So x is equal to minus 5 by 2. So this is the leading coefficient, so I am placing 0 here. Then automatically it's 2. 2 into minus 5 by 2 is minus 5 by 2. That is 2 into minus 5 by 2 is minus 5. Then add these two, I am going to get 4. 4 into minus 5 by 2 is minus 4 by the 20 by 2 is 10. That is minus 10. Minus 10 plus 4 is minus 6. Minus into minus is plus. 30 by 2 is 15. So here the remainder is 0. So this is the Horner's method of division. The next most important topic is factorization. So here factorization means splitting of terms, or we need to get the factors based on the powers. So here the next topic is factorization. So it is an expression as the product of two or more factors. That means after simplifying I am going to get two or more factors. That is called as factorization. So here example I am taking. The first example is 81x square minus 225y square. Already, children, we already studied about the identities in the first class. So based on the identities, we are going to simplify this. So 81, I'm going to change it into 9 square and x square minus 225 is 15 square y square. Now 9x whole square minus 15y whole square. So here powers are same. So I'm going to multiply this and I'm going to take as whole powers. Now it is the form of a square minus b square, that is equal to a plus b into a minus b, where a equal to 9x comma b equal to 15y. A plus b, 9x plus 15y into 9x minus 15y. This is first example, and this is the equation, or this is the identity I am going to use. In the next problem, I am taking the second example, a square minus of b minus 8 into a minus 8b. First I am going to simplify this total expression. A square minus a into b is minus ab, minus into minus is plus 8a minus 8b. So here first two terms a is common. I am taking a common, that is a minus of b, and in second two terms I am taking plus 8 is common, then a minus b. I can compare these two. A minus b is common, a minus b into a plus 8. So in this way we are going to factorize the given polynomial. Either it may be split into 2 factors or 3 factors based on the exponents. If the exponent is 2, I am going to get the 2 factors. If the exponent is 3, we are going to get the 3 factors. Even by the using identities also we are going to factorize. Children, the next topic I am going to take is HCF and LCM. So first I am going to take the HCF of polynomial, just what we have learned in previous classes in 4th, 5th, 6th classes. In the same way, here also we are going to find the HCF of the polynomials. To find the HCF of the polynomials, each polynomial should be written in the form of product of powers of irreducible factors. That means it should be written in irreducible. That means the factor should not be reduced into another form. And numerical factors are expressed as the power products. These should be reduced to, that means the factor should not be reduced to any other, and that should be multiplied. And after getting these irreducible factors, then if there is no common factor, example I am taking x minus 2 and x minus 1. So here nothing is common, hence the HCF will be 1. If they are having the common factors, then we need to take the common one, that is going to be the HCF of the given polynomial. Example, I am taking, find the HCF of 48 x to the power of 5 y square, comma 112 x cube y. So first I am going to split this 48 into the factors. So I am going to do the prime factorization to the 48. 2 2s are 2 4s are 2 12s are 2 6s are 2 3s are. So the factors of 48 are 2 to the power of 4 into 3. And x to the power of 5 I am going to split it into, because in the same way I am going to take 112. 2 5s are 10, 2 6s are, 2 28s are, 2 14s are, 2 7s are. So here this one is to the power of 4 into 7. So I got the numerical factors. Now I am going to take the literal factors. So first I am going to take 48 x to the power of 5 y square is equal to 2 to the power of 4 into 3 into x to the power of 5 y square. In the same way, 112 x cube y equal to 2 to the power of 4 into 7 into x cube into y. So here x to the power of 5 is there, x cube is there. So this x to the power of 5 I am going to change the power of x cube. Now it is in the form of a to the power of m plus n, that is I am going to get a to the power of m into a to the power of n, that is x to the power of 3 into x to the power of 2. Then I'm adding these two, I'm going to get the same into y square. Y square is y into y, comma, to the power of 4 into 7 into x cube into y. Now in these two factors, what are the common? 2 to the power of 4 is common. I'm writing common factors. 2 to the power of 4, next 3, 7, so I'm not taking x cube, so x cube and y. Least powers I'm going to take, so here least power x cube and y. So the value will be 2 to the power of 4 value is 16 x cube y. So this 16 x cube y is the HCF. HCF is equal to 16 x cube y. So the next one is LCM. Next one is the LCM. LCM of polynomials is equal to, same way how we are going to express the polynomials as in HCF, same way we are going to do the here. Express each polynomial as the product of powers of irreducible factors. That means the factors should not be reduced to any other. And after getting the irreducible factors, how many times the factors are occurring in the polynomial, each factor we have to consider with the greatest exponent and we have to write. Whereas in HCF we are going to take the least exponent. So here I am going to take the greatest exponent and we are going to write. Example, find the LCM of 18x cube y square and 45x to the power of 5 y square z cube. So first I am going to, here this 18x cube y square, I am going to think it as f of x, and 45 x to the power of 5 y square z cube, I am thinking it as g of x. Now I am going to find the factors of f of x. F of x is equal to, factors of 18 is 2 into 3 into 3, or 2 into 3 square I am writing, and x cube y square, and g of x factors, 45 factors, that is 3 square into 5 into x to the power of 5 into y square into z cube. So here, now I am going to take the common factors of highest exponent. So that's equal to 2 into, so here nothing is there, 2 I am taking, 3 square, because the 3 square into 5 into, so in these x cube and x to the power of 5, highest exponent is x to the power of 5, I am taking x to the power of 5, and in y square both are same, I am going to take y square, and z cube is missing, so that z cube. So multiply this, 2 into 9, 18, 18 5s are 90, x to the power of 5 into y square into z cube. So this is going to be the LCM of f of x and g of x is equal to 90 x to the power of 5 into y square z cube. Children, in previous classes we already studied about the relationship between LCM and HCF. So a relationship between LCM and HCF. So in previous classes we already studied about LCM and HCF relations, that is product of LCM into HCF is equal to product of two given numbers. So here I am thinking it is in polynomials, so that's equal to f of x into g of x. F of x and g of x are the polynomials. So LCM of f of x into g of x into HCF of f of x into g of x is equal to f of x into g of x. So this is going to be the relation of LCM and HCF. So here I am going to take one example. So here f of x is equal to, example I am taking, f of x is equal to x plus y whole square into x minus 7. Here I am taking the relationship between LCM and HCF. F of x is equal to x to the power of 5 whole square into x minus 7 into x minus 8, and g of x is equal to x plus 5 into x minus 7 whole square into x minus 8. So first I am going to calculate the HCF of f of x comma g of x. HCF is going to be the highest common factors. So x plus 5 whole to the power of x plus 5 whole square and x plus 5. So in this the highest is x plus 5, and the least power I am going to consider x plus 5 into x plus 7. So here compare these two, x plus 7 and x plus 7 whole square. Sorry, x minus 7 and x minus 7 whole square. So x minus 7 I am going to consider, and x minus 8. This is the HCF. And the next LCM of f of x comma g of x is equal to, highest I need to consider. So here x plus 5 whole square, and here one is, that is x plus 5 whole cube. Here x minus 7 and x minus 7 whole square is x minus 7 whole cube and x minus 8 whole square. So hence LCM into HCF is equal to, so product of these two, that is f of x into g of x. So after simplification I am going to get the same. Thank you, children. So whatever the definitions I have explained here, you need to write in your books.